Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of making a simple console game in C. Um, so we have our little game design sheet of what we want to do. Also, we should add some additional notes when player dies, asks continue. If yes, then reset things. God damn it, why? Okay, yeah, whatever. Get a red smiley face, why don't you? Very scary. So let's start coding, right? So let's include standard input output library. Main. Gonna have problem, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have a problem, but it's fine. You guys, um, since you did on the last time the environment variables, you just have to hover over here and do quick fix and select the gcc.exf compiler that will appear, and it will be okay. Don't do what I just did. Just select the compiler, and it will fix your squiggly lines and it will give you auto completion. Okay, for me not so much, because I had the problems with my environment variables and this computer is not mine, so there you go. Int arg c char pointer argv def console game. Excuse me, my dude. Sorry for your ears. Let's see. Let's move to where I am. Users, me, documents, projects here. Hello. Console game. There you go. Also, F. I won't have autocomplete, but should be fine. It should be fine for the most part. Should be fine for the most part. Let's hope. Doesn't even want to run. Wow. Perfect. What if I do like this? Oops. %d. Let's compile you again. And hello. There you go. That's what we're missing. Boink. Big error. because you were expecting an integer. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's start by doing our main game loop. Let's do int game running is true, so it's equal to a value other than 0, while game running. Not having an autocomplete sucks ass. It sucks ass. Yoink. And yoink. God, Jesus. Okay, let's do include standard library and include string h. Whoops. Let's do star user input and let's call this input. Oh my god. Input buffer. Okay. Copy. Let's go over here. God damn it. Fine. Input buffer max 32. It's defined. Input buffer max. And now we want to read it. String user input, and we want to take care of of our user input. God damn it! I have the touchpad settings. I have the touchpad enabled and the mouse is enabled. Well, I'll have to be careful not to press the touchpad. Okay, so let's see. What we want is we're asking the user to input a string and we'll save it on user input. So now let's do if, and now let's do a string compare, and let's do user input, and let's do quit for quitting the game. And if this is equal to 0, which means they are the same, they are equal. If the user types quit, then let's do game running equals to 0. And I'm going to quit immediately, so return 0. Okay. Or maybe not, because we might want to free memory. I want to try to not have to allocate memory for anything, but we'll see. And we might not need to do it. but we'll see how things happen. So now let's see if string compare and user input, and it's equal. Now we will actually let's just have this as our first um, input process, because we can always check if the user wants to quit. But now we will check depending on which room the player will be, like if we are fighting, or if we are getting a thing or resting. Like, we probably don't need an input besides press a key to continue, or whatever. And we only need input if we are in the fighting room. So let's go and actually create a new file called rooms.h. Okay, and let's write if not defined, if not def, rooms underscore h, define rooms underscore h, and if. Okay, now let's define a structure for our room. Type define struct. Let's give our room a name, and I'll call this room name max. Room name over max. Copy this. Let's define room name buffer max 16. Doesn't need to be big. Let's also we will want to put in our room our enemies, okay? Because we will want to update our enemies that are inside our room. And once there are no more enemies inside our room, we can move down, okay? So now let's just call this room, and let's type enemy, enemies, and let's do a max enemies. Let's define room max enemies. Let's do like 3. That's the max number of enemies that we can have in a room, that we can fight at one given time. But and then this is what we need. So now let's also create a new file called enemy.h, and let's do the same thing. Let's define enemy underscore h, oh, sorry, if not defined, fine, and if type struct char name and me name author max. Copy this, find this 16. Wow, there you go. Also, let's give it int health because our enemies are going to need health. Also, let's give this the name enemy. And don't worry, we'll fix our errors because this won't even run with all the errors because our files are all spread out. Okay, int health. Let's give it an int attack power, right? So it's just the attack. And let's leave this for now like this, okay? There's no functions, no nothing, okay? Now let's do a file named engine.h, okay? Now let's do the same thing. If not defined, engine underscore h, define engine underscore h, and if, okay? Now, over here, what we're gonna do, Jesus, why did you split my editor? My God, don't do this. Let me open all of the things again. Over in the engine, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up our include statements in our main file. We're gonna cut them, so Control X, okay? I'm gonna put them inside of our engine, okay? I'm gonna paste them here, all right? I also will put the input buffer max. I'll paste it here. And now I will do include engine.h in here. We don't need an inclusion of anything in here, but in the rooms, we need to include. So what I'm going to do here is I will include enemy, and I will include rooms, okay? The reason why rooms is after enemy is because when the compiler reads the enemy doesn't have any dependencies. It's just a struct that has a char name, an int health, and an int attack. And it's an enemy, and it's defining this. And that's fine. But when the compiler is reading and defining rooms.h or this file, it will try to define our struct room, and it will try to get this enemy type. And if it didn't already pass through this file, it won't know what the enemy type is. So that's why it has to first read through this file. So that's why we have to put rooms after enemy. So there you go. Enemy.h, rooms.h. Also, whoops, I will put the input buffer max in here. Oh, I pasted below, I want to put it above. Okay, so that I want my main to have access to it, and my main will always have access to it because my main will run after reading all the engine. So I can put my definitions for the main below everything else. So that's fine. All of this is for main. Okay, for main settings and shit. Okay, I won't write swear words in my program. So main settings can go here. Okay, that's fine. I won't write the .c files yet with the function definitions because I still haven't um, declared any functions yet to create the rooms and create the enemies. I just want to have included the engine.h here and still try to compile the game and trying to input something else. If I inputted something other than quit, I will print f um, whoops um, not quit. Okay, just so that we see something happening and just so we know that these things are running. And having no code completion is actually killing me inside. Brimph. Brimph. Uh, Here you go. GCC main.c. And I'll just run it through here so it opens. Ha 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 ha, my friends. I hope this is not more than 32 characters. Just printed not quit 3 times because I placed 2 spaces and it read it as 3 strings and it went 3 loops. In the future, we won't want our spaces to count as different loop iterations, but now let's not think about this. Let's do quit, bam, goodbye. Okay, awesome. It's working somewhat okay. Let's see. Okay, this is 20 minutes long, so that's fine. Now we'll be able to start constructing our rooms. And let's just define a function um, to create a room. Okay, it will just give us one room. Okay, create room, and it will return a room. Okay, now it will actually return a room, not a pointer, no nothing, just a room. And this is just in the .h file, the function declaration, create room. And now let's also define that no enemy is represented by -1. So if our room has no enemies and no enemy, no item. Okay? this, or not none. None is -1. Okay, -1 will represent none, and this will let us understand later that when we read enemies, like we can have also, for example, an int type, okay, the type of our room, and our rooms can be of 3 types, and we can do this, for example, with type define enum, and we can do this like fight or fighting, treasure, treasure T, treasure, resting, and count. Okay. Excuse me. Room, fighting, and copy, paste, room, type, room, type, ID. Oh my god. Room type ID. Okay. And so now room fighting will be equal to 0, the treasure 1, resting 2, and the count is 3. So it means that we have 3 items here, 3 rooms. And this, the type, will be room type ID type. Okay. And enemy doesn't appear, but it's actually an enemy, and that's fine. And over here on the top, we actually have to include engine.h, and in the enemies, let's do the same, just for heaven's sakes. Because if we actually define anything on here on top, or whatever, then, and I'll put the main settings here just to keep everything in the same place. But if we define, and I'll just call this settings because it doesn't really matter. I'll just put my settings in the engine. We define things here, we better include the engine in here, so we have access to those things. Enemy name buffer max. Hope I didn't misspell anything. So yeah, room type ID, room create room function, and let's do rooms.c so that we can include rooms.h, and now we define the room create room function. Okay, room create room, and over here we're going to return new room, new room, new room, god damn it, our new room dot name. Since in our .h file that we are including here, we're including the engine which has the string .h library, we can do string copy. The destination string goes first. Now we put the room name, and I'll just say and name. And let's see. Room type ID. New room type equals room, and this should be a random number from 0 to 2. So let me ask ChatGPT, okay, in C, how do I get a random number from 0 to 2? In C, to generate a random number between 0 and 2 inclusive, you can use the rand function from the standard library. And we have to use time.h. Okay, time.h. So in the engine, let's include time.h. And over here, if I hope nothing goes wrong, or I should put here in the main, I guess, srand, right? Time null, okay. And int num rand, blah, 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 seed the random number generator. So I guess this goes, god damn it. Can I cut this? Oh, god damn it. Okay, yeah. This will be here, and whenever we call the function later in here, it will already have the new seeded random generator thing. So int num rand %3, so between 0 and 2. So we will do rand %3, 0 and 2. So the type will be 0, 1, or 2. Now it's not, it's the probability is 33% each, right? Something like that. But then we'll fix it later for each type of room to appear. Let's do this. If new room, okay, if string compare new room compare to, oh, I don't, not string compare, sorry. Ooh, radom. Let's compare the new room.type equal to room fighting right? Room fighting. We'll call it fight or arena. That's more cool. We are in the arena. And let me put the parentheses. I know there is no need, but I enjoy them. And else if, god damn it, touchpad. Let's copy this. Room browser and browser paste, and finally, if the room is resting, bonfire. Hell yeah! Or yeah, bonfire. Okay. And what else do we need in our room? Enemies. The enemies. Let's not do this define none. And what I want to do is do a pointer. Take this away, god damn it. And over here, new room dot enemies equals to null. Okay, because I don't want it to have any enemy inside. Not right now. Only if it's an arena. So let's actually do this here. But if it's an arena, enemies is equal to memory allocate size of enemy, god damn it, times rand percent times no. Let's do this. Int num equals rand percent 4, right? No, because I want it to be okay between 1 and 3. Oh, of course. God damn it. I see why I told you I'm bad at math. Rand percent 3 plus 1. That makes a lot of sense. Range 1 to 3. And there you go. Now, rooms.8, let's do int enemies. Okay. and new room dot enemies dot ease length 0. But over here, enemies length is actually the number. Well, sorry, new room dot enemies length is equal to this, and new room dot enemies. Okay. There you go. We have the number of enemies. And now for int e equals 0, e less than new room dot enemies and e plus plus new room, whoops, enemies e name enemy. And what else do we have in the enemy? Health and attack. Copy this. Health 20. Attack equals 2. Whoa. Okay, this is fine. We'll have to create a destroy room function, but that'll be fine. For now, I just want to run this, see how it goes. So let's call the room. So let's create a room. My room. Excuse me. Room, my room. And also, let's make this a pointer. And make this a pointer. And room pointer my room equals create room. And now print f let's do this before we ask the user for input, so it stays on the screen. And we do percent s new line my room dot, and maybe it's not a dot but an arrow, but we'll check it out. If it bothers me, printf and percent d slash n. Let's do name room name and room type, which is just to check the type. My room type, and if my room, whoops, dot type equals room fighting, for int int I equals 0, I is less than my room is, whoops, n, I is plus, int f, percent s, new line, enemy, my room, enemies, my god, enemies, I, dot name. Okay, this should be working, except this RGV thing. argc, argv. There you go. Don't know how I fucking spotted that so quickly. There you go. Okay. GCC main.c, and we're going to need rooms.c, enemies.c, there's no enemies.c, engine.c, there's no engine.c, so it's just main.c and rooms.c. Room fag thing, new room.type. What? How do I write this? Fag. What? Fag thing. Oh. What? What the hell am I? What? Fighting? Fight thing? Am I insane? Fag. Oh. Oh my god. I'm so crazy. Okay. My room is a pointer. In main.c, my room is a pointer. Yeah. Thanks. Oh. My room's a pointer, my dude. Copy. Paste. Oh, fuck. Copy. Paste. La 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 la. And type. Now. Okay, less. Oh, assignment to expression. Yeah, I'm a dumbass. Return your room. It's room pointer. Thanks. Go God damn it, my dude. Room pointer new room. I'm gonna have to switch all of this, and this is string copy new room enemy's name, like so, like so. And now I have to fix all of those things. Yeah, there you go. Wow, arrow. Because this, all of this. Because we're working with a pointer. Thanks. 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 There you go. Not the enemy though. The enemy is not a pointer. Pow. Okay. New room dot type. Oh fuck. New room dot type. Oops. Forgot about this one. Bam! Compiled. No errors. First try. Okay, let's try to run this. So room name bonfire, room type 1. Let's confirm in our rooms.h. It's the treasure. Name denum, room type ID, type definum. Forget that it says a name denum. Let's, okay, 0, 1, 2. This should be room type 2. So I'm gonna do quit. I'm gonna do okay, yeah. I have a pretty good idea of what's happening. Let me just, I need to do something, so I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. Okay, so if the, so let me see the output again. I can't, but it was giving us gibberish and the room type was wrong. So when we return the new room, which we are returning, room pointer create room, returning the room, room create room, room create room. Let's see, room pointer my room, create room. If the room.type equals fighting, why is it going mental? Let's check the output again. So room name, treasure, then it's appending shit. And it's not, and it is treasure. The type is 1. But this will be wrong anyway. So it's appending a lot of shit to this. So this will be 1, 0, 1, 2. Treasure other characters. Where are we defining the name? String copy. Do I have to shouldn't this, let me see. Does string copy clear the rest remainder the right? Oh, god damn it. Yeah, so when I'm drawing, it's showing me the rest of the thing. If you're working with arrays where leftover data matters, you should explicitly clear memset. Memset buffer 0 size of buffer. So sharp buffer 10. So buffer is the array. So memset oh god damn it. Okay. Let's see if this fixes it. Let's do memset new room name size 0 and size of room. Okay. Copy. Let's do the type. Why is the type? Oh, the type is not giving me shit. Okay, let's see. So this might not be the problem. And yeah. Uh, might not be the problem. Copy, paste, and show it this, copy, paste. Uh, yeah, that I figured out that it does not clear the rest of the buffer. If new room name is not zeroed out before string copy, it may still contain junk data. Yeah, that figures how to fix it. Make sure new room is allocated properly. But I mean, oh, Crap. I'm a dumbass. Oh, I forgot about allocating this. Of course. And oh, excuse me. Sorry. Dude, I totally forgot about allocating the memory for the room. Now, now. Done. Bonfire. Um, bonfire. Oh, it will be bonfire forever. Let's, okay. I won't do the, okay, void destroy. Yeah, let's, okay. The episode is already too long. It's like 1 hour. Let's continue in the next episode and let's do something about freeing the memory from our create room function. And I mean, I feel like I'm a horrible teacher. But, but at the same time, I really like coding. And sorry if I get quiet and everything. Guess I really should work on talking more. But yeah, there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed like also like the way we're building stuff here. And sorry for being a dumbass and not. You probably were screaming at me the whole time for me not allocating memory um, right at the beginning. But yeah, I haven't coded in a while, and yeah, things like this will become a force of habit. Um, but all in due time. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.